Bama football on YouTube. I appreciate you guys being here. Jump inside the comment box. Let me know where you're watching from, and most importantly, give me a roll tide. Thank you so much for joining me today. It's Friday. It is September 12th. I hope that you are having an amazing day. I hope that you are off to a beautiful start on this beautiful Friday, right? The weekend is here. Week 3 is here. Alabama taking on Wisconsin is here, right? A lot of optimism going into this game. I'll walk you through it. Today is a call-in show, so you know what to do when the call-in line appears on the screen. Call in, make your score prediction, give me a bold prediction, and then let somebody else get inside the call-in line, all right? So what's up? Good morning to everybody inside the comment box. Let's see who is here up in the chat. A new backdrop too, right? Remember Tua? You know, I had to say this before I get going. Just a little freshen up. This is like a haircut. All right, remember Tua? You know, this is a Daniel Moore painting. It was given to me by Mick Gillespie, right? Everybody knows Mick. He gave it to me, kind of like as a thank you. Something I really, really appreciate. And I like that because it's a national title, and it's very reminiscent because that's the first national title that I was able to cover in college football. Tua was an amazing quarterback, but that year specifically stands out to me, right? And that's kind of the standard, is like winning a championship. That's what Alabama football means to me, right? Is winning a championship. And then if we go this way, right? I have my YouTube plaque for 100,000 subscribers, which is amazing. I have a little Frenchie, and then I'll show you this. Let's see if I can get it. I'll show you this, because dad's life is the real life. So I have a picture of Caden and Lacey. This is a while ago, right? And then I have a picture of the two Frenchies, right? Can you see the two Frenchies? Let's see, there we go. Peach and Pearl. So a little new setup. I hope you guys like it. Let me know inside the comment box. I am not an interior designer by any stretch of the imagination. So yeah, let's see who's up inside the comment box. Good morning to everybody. We got Young C Gaming. What's going on? I appreciate you being here. Thank you so much. Alyssa, good morning to you. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for being here as always. I love that the names are fixed too. How about that? That's really cool. Mindy, Miss Careless, good morning to you as well. Andy, what's up? Chris from New Jersey. Anita Waters, what's going on? Thank you so much. Chance, what's up, man? Good morning to you. Robert, Bradley, Jr., Anna, what's going on? Good to see you as well. Eminem, Mike in Austin. What's up, Mike? North Alabama Storm Chase, good morning to you. Thank you so much for being here. Miss Kimberly is here. Thank you so much. Anita, what's up? Thank you so much for joining us as well. Am I good on my? It was probably because I was saying Roll Tide so loud in the beginning. Micah, what's up? Good morning. Gregory, good to see you as well. Ruben Poole's up in here. Jarvis is up in here. Chad's up in here. Oh, my crew, my whole crew. Jordan Lee, what's up? Thank you so much. Man, really great crew up inside the comment box. Angel from Pigeon Forge, right? Crystal Jones became a level 1 fan funder. That's amazing. Love the avatar. Julio Garcia. Dang. Positive vibes. I like this. Positive vibes is just like straight up 38-13. Love it. SRT coming to us from Wah State. He's saying Roll Tide. John's coming to us from the mailman in Texas, man. Well, you're delivering today. And Paul Kirk up in the house. Okay. Thank you. All right, let's get the show going. All right. So look, we'll jump into the call lines early, and we'll take your calls. And remember, when you guys call into the show, make your point, your score prediction, your bold prediction, and then let's keep it moving so other people can join the show. North Alabama Storm Chase has sent this in. It looks like a beautiful weekend. Today is absolutely beautiful here in Tuscaloosa, Alabama. The tailgate will be early in the morning for your, I guess your Bloody Marys that early, right? The temperature will be 80 degrees. You got a game time kick of 87. And then for the fourth quarter, it'll be 91 as Alabama has an 11 a.m. kickoff versus the Wisconsin Badgers, right? Still 20 points. Is that still a line, right? All right, so this is my score prediction. All right, so my score prediction is Alabama 42, right? 42-3. Is that too much? So now that you know my score, and don't let my score prediction, mess up yours. I just think that, I think that the score prediction will be 42-3. I'm feeling super confident about this game. Am I wrong? Am I off base? All right, we got to get to some injury news that just came out. All right, so Pete Nakos of On3 is reporting. So I'll actually even fix this while we're on air real quick. Let's see if I can do this on the fly. Let's see. Because we have some breaking news. So you have Jam Miller, according to Pete Nakos, who is out. And then you have Tim Keenan, who is out as well. So we'll put that graphic here. We'll put this here. We'll put this here. We'll go back full screen here. And we got a full graphic loaded up. All right, so Pete Nakos of On3 has just came out with the breaking injury report going into this Wisconsin game. He's been all over it, right? I mean, this is a guy who's really dialed in. Ryan Williams, clearly, he is healthy, and he will be playing this Saturday. But now you have news that just came out. Jam Miller will not play in this game against Wisconsin, and you have Tim Keenan III will not play in this game against Wisconsin either. What do you think about that? You guys concerned about that? Not too concerned about that? We talked about that all week. Being that it was probably a game time decision, I figure, they understand what they have. They feel confident about this weekend, where they're at. Another chance for guys to, get some more reps. And the great thing about where Alabama is the beginning of the season is you have an open week, right? So you play Wisconsin. You escape that game, you win that game handedly, you're healthy, and then you have an extra week to rest those guys to get them not 100%, but 1,000% ready for the Georgia Bulldogs, the opening game in the SEC, right? And I know Alabama's schedule's tough, but having that open week after the first 3 games of the season, I think comes at a really good time. You agree? All right. So news just in, and remember news as it happens. Jam Miller out, Tim Keenan out, Jeremiah Beaman, he's out for the season. And then I guess I haven't heard anything on John Latham. I don't know if he's like game time or whatever. So we'll wait, for the news to come in. All right. Here's a look at the rest of Alabama's football schedule, just to at a glance before we take some calls. You got Wisconsin, that open week that I was talking about, then a game against Georgia. This schedule is so tough, right? Georgia, Vandy, Missouri, Tennessee, South Carolina, LSU, Oklahoma. That is honestly like a murderous row of games. So we'll go week by week. But this is, and I think it's unfair, like I always say, that this team will be judged off this schedule. It's their schedule, they should. But Iowa State, Illinois, I don't know, throughout a team, even South Florida, you know what I'm saying? A UNLV, teams that are vying for one of the back end playoff spots. Oh man, nobody would survive this schedule. Let me ask you this, okay? Let's do Iowa State, okay? You guys with me? Does Iowa State beat Georgia? Yes or no? Does Iowa State beat Vanderbilt? Does Iowa State beat Missouri? Does Iowa State beat Tennessee? Does Iowa State beat South Carolina? What would is it Texas Tech or Iowa State? Who's the top dog in the Big 12? Either one of those two. What would the record be over these 8 games? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 games. I'd bet I'd be surprised if they went 1-6. And think about it. Each of those teams will have an opportunity to get into the playoffs. Crazy. SEC is built different, right? All right. No. Our good friend ChatGPT says, really confident in Alabama's season still. Even after that first game of the season, this ChatGPT, the computer, was always confident in Alabama's ability, right? I think they have them finishing 11-1 in winning the SEC title game. As we've discussed going into this week 3 matchup, I think this is the strength. I think this is the weakness of the team, okay? I think the strength is the abundance of talent, top to bottom. And I still feel confident about the defensive players. The players on defense, like I don't think, like, if you look to like the weakness, I don't think it's the players, right? I think are you questioning, like, do they have good enough players? I think I have questions about the inside linebackers, right? I want to see how they improve with Tim Keenan. But I think it's, for me, as a fan, I'm saying that it's more schematically, a schematic issue on defense, because the running quarterback gives them fits. They're ranked 102 in the nation against the run, right? They've had a hard time stopping a running quarterback. It's the same thing as last year, right? Playing on the road, that's another thing that I think is a weakness for this team. 2-5 are the facts. It's not like an opinion. Those are facts. And then the strength is the abundance of talent, top to bottom, is crazy. These guys have recruited. These freshmen are outstanding. The guys that are in their second year are very talented. The guys who did transfer in their first transfer window with Coach Kalen DeBoer are doing really well, right? Jeremy Bernard, Parker Brailsford, just to name 2 off the top of my head. Josh Cuevas, that's another one. The play of Ty Simpson, I think, has been very good, and I think that'll carry over. But we'll find out more this coming Saturday, right? And then they're playing at Bryant-Denny Stadium. They're undefeated. Is it true? Is it true? Is this true? I can't find out this information. Have you heard, right, that defensive coordinator Kane Womack, that his dad is on the sidelines? Like, is he there as like a fan? Or is he like helping his son coach? I'm serious. Someone said that they saw him last game, and then somebody said that they were like, yeah, well, we also saw him in the first game. Is this true? I'll try to dig into that. I've been asking around. I can't. Nobody seems to like really know. Wait, is it Alyssa's birthday? How did we miss this? Alyssa, it's your birthday? All right, you know what we got to do. If it's your birthday, you know what we do around here. All right, listen, Alyssa, happy birthday to you, all right? I hope that you have an amazing birthday. I hope, number one, the Crimson Tide scores a couple tutties for you, because you are a lifelong Alabama football fan. We appreciate you more than you know. I hope that the rest of this year is very prosperous for you. I hope you take time to surround yourself with people who are uplifting, who are positive. I hope that you take time to eat some cake, to let your hair down this weekend, to enjoy life, and to celebrate Alabama football and, roll down Tide to you. So happy birthday, Alyssa. Please wish Alyssa a happy birthday. And let me know if it's your birthday inside the comment box, please. I love birthday shout outs. All right. So there you go, Alyssa. Jarvis has a 35-7. Okay. All right. Okay, last night. Who watched this game last night? Okay. Who watched this game? Man, I'll tell you what. Do we have any Packers fans in here? Yo, the Packers are tough. Yo, the Packers are good, and they have a lot of different weapons. So last night on Sleeper, you go on Sleeper, you download the app, you can make more or less picks. I did it last night. I missed on Josh Jacobs running for like more than 73 yards or whatever, but you download the app. It's real easy to do. Last night they gave you basically a freebie on Jaden Daniels throwing for just 5 yards. Josh Jacobs did score a touchdown, so that was more. And then you also had Deebo Samuel, who had 45 yards, not 46. He had 45, so he was less. So I have to ask you, going into this game, all right, I need your help, all right, as you look to the numbers that are provided by Sleeper, more or less. Let's start right here on the left. Dylan Jones, and I've been asking this all week. Do you think that Dylan Jones on your Sleeper app, right, do you think that Dylan Jones will run for more or less than 37 yards against Alabama? More or less for Dylan Jones running the football against Alabama. I'm going to say less. I don't think that he runs for 37 yards. And I get it. Alabama football, right, has a hard time stopping the run. But it's the running quarterbacks. That's kind of the issue, right? I appreciate it. Thank you so much, Jarvis. Good feedback for Sleeper. 100%. And actually, the promo code, there's been an audible on the promo code. It is now, this is the promo code. Let me do this real quick. The promo code is tailgate, okay? The promo code is tailgate. So that's the updated promo code. Let's see if I can fix this on the fly real quick. So when you use the Sleeper app and you call in, the promo code is Sleeper. Jesus. The promo code is tailgate. Tailgate. All right? Say it with me. Tailgate is the promo code. All right? It's not RTR, it's tailgate, okay? So use the promo code tailgate when you use Sleeper. Download the app, play fantasy football. I'll get it right. The promo code is tailgate. All right. Let's get into the phone line. So you want to call in, make your point, and we'll have fun with it. The call line number is 205-850-1994. Okay. So, and listen, when you call in to the show, there's probably somebody behind you that wants to call in as well. So make your point. Give me like a bold prediction. Give me your score prediction, and you can rap with me a little bit, and then we'll move on. We'll have fun with it. All right? You guys ready? All right. Call in line starting now. First on the call, Chris from New Jersey. Chris has became like our Pee-wee, right? From like the Hey Coach show. Batting number 1, calling from Mount Clair, New Jersey. Chris, what's up?
Hey, Kyle.
What's up, Chris?
I want to mention something that I've never mentioned to you before. And
this sounds juicy. Hold on, let's turn on some music.
Well, then I'm gonna end this with very positive. But I used to work on the 102nd floor of the World Trade Center.
Oh,
I used to work for Cantor Fitzgerald. And I left there, and I was in the city that day because I know you mentioned it, and I went back to Cantor Fitzgerald after 9/11 in 2002, and I helped rebuild the company.
Wow.
And when they read the names, I knew about every fourth name I knew, and so 9/11 is a very, very difficult day for me, and I used to. Sadly, I used to, listen to the shows and watch the TV, and they would send me into a funk for like a month. And finally, my wife said, "You know what? You're not going to forget, but will always remember. But you can't do this to yourself." So it's a very difficult day. But I'll say this: yesterday, watching the show, I didn't chime in on the in the chat or anything, but I listened. And, it really was great and put a smile on my face. And I watched some Alabama stuff, and it really was a great thing to do to help me cope with a very difficult day for me. So I just wanted to let you know that. So, I'm not trying to bring everybody, bum everybody out, but, I just want to tell you I appreciate you, and I certainly appreciate the Undefeated. And it really helped me through the day. So
I think
well,
one more point. I think too yesterday. Look, it was wild that yesterday was just a heavy day, right? I mean, there's just that's just it. I mean, for a lot of different people. So I talked to several people yesterday. It was just a difficult day. That's fine. That is part of life. It's okay. I totally get it, man. So, totally hear you, Chris. But anyways, man, what you got as we look to this game?
Let's go to. So I'm going with a solid 35-10. Okay. I like your 42-3. I'm not afraid of that, but I'm trying to stay a little conservative this year, Kyle. So 35-10. I will be on the watch party tomorrow. I look forward to chiming into the chat. And like I said, Kyle, in all seriousness, I really appreciate what you do.
I appreciate it, Chris. Thank you so much, man.
Thanks, brother. All right, roll tide.
Roll tide to you. All right. We have a 205. We'll take it right now. Hey, thanks for calling in. You're on the line with Kyle Henderson. Who am I on line with? Where are you calling in from?
What's up, Chris? Hey, baby. Hey, this Bama hater, baby. You know I was gonna call.
I can't. Bama hater. I can't hear you, dog. Call again. It's too loud. It was too loud. That was too much. Call again, though, Bama hater. It was like when you called in, it was just way too loud on the back end. 205. Let's do it. Hey, you're on the line with Kyle Henderson.
Kyle Henderson?
Yeah. Who am I on the line with and where are you calling in from?
Oh, you know who you on the phone with? Tommy from Leeds, Alabama.
Tommy, what's up, dog? Appreciate you calling in.
What's going on, Kyle? Roll Tide, brother.
Roll Tide to you, man.
Have you heard from Toby lately?
Yes, I have heard from Toby. Toby, if you're listening to the show, text me and give me your score prediction. So I have to tell everybody. So Toby,
I'm gonna give.
yeah. So Tommy, I've tried to tell people about Toby, but will you give kind of people the skinny on Toby, please? Who is Toby?
He's a good Alabama fan. He's a good person, man. He's a good all-around person from Leeds, Alabama. He's good. I love him to death. He's my Bama buddy. Yeah, he's a heartwarming guy. He's very polite. He talks about Alabama football a lot. He calls me every now and then.
Yeah, me too.
To him, but I'm gonna go ahead and give my score prediction, Kyle, for tomorrow, brother. I say 45-10 Bama. Ty Simpson throws for 3 touchdowns, 300 yards. I don't know if Jim's gonna play, maybe, but I think our defense is gonna shut them out. I mean, our defense is gonna put a shut up on them this week, and we're gonna get their bye week. Get ready for Georgia in a couple weeks. Roll Tide, brother.
All right, man. Take it easy and tell Toby if you see him before I do. I said what's up. All right. And if you call in and the line is busy, that means because I only have 3 lines. And, I have a bunch of lines, but I pay for each line. So we'll take it 865. Angel, what's up, man?
What's up, man?
Angel calling from Pigeon Forge. How's it going, bro?
Doing all right. So when the head coach show talked about this, when Coach Kevin DeBoer talked about Wisconsin's offense and all that, it got me thinking, they're going to probably throw more some reverses and all that in this game against Alabama because, Bama struggled against the run. So I asked him that, and I'm sure y'all seen it. Me talking to Kevin DeBoer on the post question for him. And look, this team, Wisconsin, you never know what's going to happen. Granted, the last 3 years they haven't had a good quarterback due to injury. It's unfortunate, but it happens. But I think Wisconsin's defense will play really good in the first half, especially like the first 2 quarters. But I still think Bama pulls away in this game. And my score prediction is going to be 52-16, honestly, because the offense is just better than Wisconsin right now because they don't have a quarterback. But honestly, I think this will be the game that gets Coach Fickell probably fired, and also Bama makes that statement win in order for Georgia in week 3 or whatever it is, the bye week after next week. But I think Bama is just a better team overall in Wisconsin, and this will shut up some of the haters out there because they're everywhere. But I think Bama sends the message to the Big Ten saying that we're still on top and that the defense will do the job and stop the run this weekend against Wisconsin because that's the biggest weakness right now is that they can't stop the run. I think they will this week. And I think Kevin DeBoer will get his big win streak going, and then we'll probably go on the road to Georgia and beat them. So, anyway, Kyle, that's all I got today. And I know Wisconsin's going to be a tough opponent in the first 2 quarters. You just got to hope the defense can do well without Tim Keenan and also Jan Miller on offense. But all we can do is hope. But anyway, Kyle, roll Tide, man. That's what I just want to put my thoughts out there today about Wisconsin. They're not going to be a pushover. They're going to come fighting. but Bama wins 52-16.
All right, man. I
Roll Tide.
appreciate you. Thanks for calling in, Angel. Angel,
You too.
he was featured on the Hey Coach show. He called into the Hey Coach show, and they featured him, and that was good for him because he was excited to get on the program because he struggled with it a couple times before, right? We know his story. All right, 478. Let's do it. Hey, you're on the line with Kyle Henderson. Who am I on the line with, and where are you calling in from?
Hey, Kyle, it's Alyssa from Macon, Georgia.
Hey, Alyssa. Good morning. I appreciate you chiming in. Happy birthday, by the way.
Yeah, thank you. And thank you to everybody in the comment section. I appreciate that.
Yeah, thank you so much. Weekend plans, does that include watching Alabama in person, or what are the plans for the weekend?
Of course, just spending time with the family and watching football and, praying that we get the win.
All right, well, welcome to the show. Take it away. Go ahead.
All right, so my score prediction is going to be 38-13, Bama. I do want to say this, though, and this goes for any and every team. Clearly, if you don't show up to play, you can and will be beat. And that kind of brings me to my bold statement. I'm challenging our team to bring the same effort and intensity as we saw last week.
Yeah.
I'm fully aware of who we played, but our guys, in my opinion, showed up and showed out. The attitude and vibe was totally different from the FSU game. I saw passion, grit, and excitement for the game, and I think they bounced back from the FSU loss in the best way possible. And again, I know who we played, but it was the way we got to the 73-0 that impressed me. So with that being said, roll Tide, and let's just, anyone can do anything once, right? But can you sustain it, and can you be consistent?
Yeah.
So that's what I want to see this weekend.
Love it. Yeah, happy birthday, Alyssa. Thanks for calling in. I appreciate it.
All right. Bye, you guys.
Keep calling in, too. Good call. Alyssa, a really good call. 256, let's do it. Hey, you're on the line with Kyle Henderson. Who am I on the line with, and where are you calling in from?
Hey, this is Jeff from Pell City.
Hey, Jeff, what's up, buddy? Appreciate you making it in, man. Thank you so much. If the line is busy, you just try again because there's a lot of – I only have 3 lines, like I said. So, Jeff, come on with it, man. Welcome to the show.
Yeah, it's all good. I appreciate you giving me the recommendation, man. It's my first ever Alabama game I'm going to.
Yeah, that's amazing. Yeah, so, Jeff, tell them what happened, Jeff. You emailed me. Go ahead.
Yeah, I emailed you because I've been a fan since, like, 76. But my son's going to take me to the game for my first time ever tomorrow. So
yeah, what are you looking forward to most about seeing your first Alabama football game?
Well, I want to see the tailgating, and I want to see all the statues and all that stuff. It's just something I've always wanted to do, but I never had a chance to. Plus, I want to give a shout out to all my friends that's on this channel, like Max, Chris from New Jersey, Herman, all y'all on there. I've been on this Patriot Live. I've been a fan funner for a long time.
Yeah.
And besides that, I've been subscribed forever. So,
yeah.
And I appreciate you emailing me back and let me know what to do. And, kind of, I don't know where we're parked at, but we've already paid for it, So, but I'm just ready to go.
Who scores the first touchdown tomorrow for Alabama?
I think Jeremy Bernard scored the first touchdown.
Yeah, Jeremy Bernard. He's been amazing this year. He's clearly wide receiver number 1. I have a question inside the chat, and I'll ask you too, Jeff. Do you think Ryan Williams catches a touchdown or gets back on track tomorrow?
I want him to, but he hasn't showed the mentality as the other receivers have that had the chance. I want him to do good, but I don't think he needs to be in the slot. I don't know what was wrong with him, and so I don't see it. I don't see him trying like he did last year. He's playing a lot different this year than he is. And Jeremy Bernard's constantly out there catching. You had Lockyer Brooks. You had all the receivers that are out there actually giving effort, and it looked like Ryan Williams wasn't giving any effort.
Yeah, well,
I want him to do good, of course. And he's a great wide receiver, but I just think they need to put him in some different packages and let him try something else, because Jeremy Bernard is definitely wide receiver 1, no doubt.
Yeah, no doubt. Well, I appreciate the call, Jeff. Have an amazing time. Soak it in. Go over and see all the things that Bryant Denny has to offer in Tuscaloosa and enjoy it. And let me know if you are able to check out one of those restaurants. You got to get there early, though, because a lot of those restaurants will be filled up super early.
It's like an hour and 20 minutes from here in Pell City, so I'll probably leave about 6 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
To get headed that way. I think it'll be 35-14, somewhere around there, because, Luke Pickle said he compared Iowa Stadium to Alabama's, and there's no comparison in the crowd noise to Iowa Stadium to Alabama. So,
all right,
I thought that was kind of funny.
Thanks for calling in, buddy. I appreciate you, man. Yeah, take it easy.
All
right, Jeff calling in from Pell City, seen his first Alabama football game tomorrow, which will be amazing, right? I remember the first game that I came to see, moving here, and just like the tailgate, like Jeff was saying, and it's going to be different from, an 11 a.m. tailgate to like a SEC, late season tailgate. But man, the quad is amazing, and I recommend there's some really good breakfast places to eat at. And like I said, if you can get in early, like Waysider is obviously one of my favorites. You can go to City Cafe. You have to get to these places super, super early to be able to have, kind of one of the staple breakfasts. But Waysider, has anybody been to Waysider inside the Combox? Let me know. It is absolutely delicious. All right, 404, let's do it. Hey, thanks for calling in. Who am I on the line with, and where are you calling in from?
Hey, Kyle, it's Clark, and I'm from Georgia. I've called in a couple times before, I think, but it's been a little while. Hope you've been doing well.
Yeah, thank you so much. Welcome on in, Clark. I appreciate it, man. Come with it.
Well, let's go ahead and chop it up. So one thing about Ryan Williams, I don't think anybody was more ticked off with the kid the week 1 of this season, whether it be from how it seemed, lack of effort. My opinion is that it was lack of proper positioning. Ryan Grubb immediately came in, tried to throw him into the slot. I don't think that works for him. I think he's more of an outside receiver. That's his game. He was running really high, breaking out of his routes, and linebackers were clipping him early. I think he had a little bit of crocodile arms going on. That's what it appeared to me to be. I don't think it was necessarily a lack of effort, but I do see him getting back on track this week. I got him getting in the end zone twice. I've got the final being 45-14. And Alabama runs away with it pretty early on, makes a statement. I think the defensive line really gets after it. I think we probably get up to around 5 sacks this week. I think Womack's probably going to be dialing up a lot of different blitzes early on to try to get that backup quarterback off kilter a little bit. And quite frankly, this will be my second straight Alabama game I'll be going to this weekend. I made the trip out last week, and Kyle, on behalf of all the Alabama fans, I really enjoyed seeing the level of intensity from the crowd last week.
Yeah.
I'd say there were probably about 88 to 90,000 in attendance.
Mm-hmm.
Very good turnout for a ULM game, especially coming off of a loss.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't really sure how our fan base would show up. It's been 24 years since we've lost a home season opener. So, I was really excited to see that, and I'm excited to go back tomorrow. The tide is going to roll, and I think that Florida State loss, we'll look back in 2 months, maybe even further than that, see that it was the best thing that could have happened to this team to get on track. So enjoy your show, Kyle, and I'll be sure to tune in again. Roll Tide.
All right, take it easy. I appreciate it. That's Clark with a really good call out of Georgia. Yeah, thank you so much. He'll be going to his second consecutive Alabama football game. Once again, thank you to Ruben for the super chat, and also thank you to Lisa for the super chat. And once again, happy birthday to Alyssa inside the comment box. Jeff, he is coming to his first football game. So, and someone mentioned Wright's restaurant. Yeah, I've been to Wright's. Wright's restaurant from where I'm at is probably like, I don't know, 10, 15 minutes. And I think Wright's, was in the path of the big tornado that came here, and I think it was on one side, now it's on the other. It's another breakfast place that if you can't get into some of those other spots, then Wright's is really good as well. Big Bad Breakfast, I've been to it. I don't know, I thought it was a little bit overrated. I didn't think the food was that good in my opinion. Trying to think like Another Broken Egg. That place is kind of I think they have good breakfast. It's just really difficult to get into a place like that. There's so many people, and but plenty of options. All right, 205, let's do it. Hey, thanks for calling in. You're online with Kyle Henderson. Who am I online with, and where are you calling in from?
Bailey from Boas.
Did you say Bailey?
Yes, sir.
All right, Bailey, what's up, man? I appreciate you calling in from Boaz, man. Welcome to the show. Come with it.
Thanks for accepting the call, but calling in because I don't know, man. Do you think the defense anyways, will come in with the same intensity?
Yeah, I do. I feel that I don't have any real questions about this team's level of intensity playing at Bryant-Denny Stadium. I really don't. Like, just as Clark said, the fans were there. The team plays inspired. I think they'll be fine. Some people don't like the 11 a.m. games. They already practice in the morning, so they're accustomed to getting going that early. I think they're still coming off a high where they understand who they played, and I think the message from Coach Kalen DeBoer is like, keep the pain. So this is an opportunity for Alabama once again to drop the hammer. I think that they'll beat up on Wisconsin handedly. I think the game will be probably out of reach by the third quarter, just in my opinion. But for me, it's how does this team play on the road? Because there's a disconnect when this team gets on the road from when they play at home. Right. So I don't, for right now, they're playing at home. In a couple weeks, we'll be asking that question again. And if they're not able to beat Georgia on the road, and I'm starting to kind of feel like they're going to beat Georgia now. I don't know. I have to see them play tomorrow, but that's just kind of something in me. But if they go and they lose to Georgia, then that means they're 2-6 on the road. Right. I get it. These are tough home field, tough away game environments, but still you got to be able to win on the road as well and keep that same level of intensity when kind of, the odds are against you. What else you got, Bailey?
Right. The one thing I will say about Kalen DeBoer is I don't know what he does, but if something comes with big games, he just shows up. He gets the team ready.
Yep.
He's done that everywhere he's been before.
That's 100.
Bring it when we go on the road to Georgia.
That's 100% right. That's why I'm kind of feeling like I hope that Georgia beats Tennessee this weekend. So it sets up, this mega matchup with Alabama. People are trying to find out who this Alabama team is. Georgia's in the top 5, and then Alabama goes over there. And you're right. Coach Kalen DeBoer historically wins those big level matchups. It's kind of these odd games against unranked teams that he loses. It's a really weird thing. But anyways, eyes on the game against Wisconsin. I think they're handedly. Did you say a score prediction yet, Bailey? Go ahead and drop one if you already did.
I have not. I believe it's going to be around 43-7 or 43-3, somewhere around that margin.
Yeah, me too. I think mine's like 45-3. So we have similar scores. I don't. Wisconsin has their backup quarterback in. It wouldn't matter if it was their first string, second string. I think that this team is probably the same level of that they were last year. I think Alabama will beat up on them. But thanks for calling from Boaz, Bailey. I appreciate the call, bro.
Agreed. Thank you, sir.
All right, man. Take it easy. All right, so that was we got Bailey from Boaz, and we'll go with a 601. Hey, Jay, what's up, man? Thanks for calling in from Pensacola, bro.
How's it going, Cal? How you doing?
Good, man. Are you wearing this bucket hat like right now?
Actually, I'm not. I left that at home. I left that one at home. I do have a Nike bucket hat though. I'm a bucket hat guy, so I got multiple bucket hats, but I got a Nike bucket hat on today.
Someone just asked about a hamburger in Tuscaloosa, and I have to answer this. Jack Brown's. Oh my goodness, who has been to Jack Brown's hamburger inside the comment box? So Jeff, go to Jack Brown's. It's in Timberson Square, kind of downtown. That place is. Their burgers are amazing, and their sweet potato fries are the real. And I know you guys are always on me about what to eat. I know, but every once in a while I like to have a burger. So Jay, I appreciate you. Have you been to Jack Brown's, Jay?
I have not, but so I have to ask you this though. Have you been to a place called Mugshots Grill and Bar?
Yes. So I've been to Mugshots before, and Mugshots is also good. Yes, and Andy, Mugshots is still around. But Jack Brown's, I'm telling you, those burgers go hard for sure, hard in the paint. I used to work at Mugshots. So. Are you serious?
Yeah. I worked at the Mugshots in Brittany, Mississippi on Chrome. Yeah, I worked there, and I worked at the one in Pensacola. So
I got you.
Yeah,
okay,
that's what I'm advocating for them. So.
All right, man. So come with it. What are you thinking about Saturday's game?
Cal, I think we're gonna bring the intensity to win Bryant-Denny Stadium, like people were saying, and I think it's gonna be a blowout. quite frankly. I'm not going to say the score because I told you I'm done with the score prediction into Auburn. But I asked Gronk, on Twitter, I asked Gronk, asked Gronk what would be Alabama's season record. So, of course, it said we losing to Georgia. It says Wisconsin. It gave score prediction too. So it said Wisconsin was 35-17. It said a loss to Georgia is 24-20. A win against Vanderbilt is 42-10. A win against Missouri is 28-24.
Oh.
These scores are looking terrifying, to be honest. Yeah, I know. Look, just a little too close to me. But Tennessee at home, we win against 31-27. South Carolina, 27-20, we win. LSU, we win from 30-24.
Yeah.
Oklahoma, we win 34-21. Eastern Illinois is 57-7, and at Auburn 24-20.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. We asked. So whether you ask Grok, whether you ask ChatGPT, these computer systems, they favor Alabama to win all of the next games, right? So, right. I mean, that would be incredible to get a punch in the mouth and then make such a stellar comeback. But, it starts with this weekend's game. I think a lot of people clearly are really confident based off what we saw last year, based off kind of the mentality, based off the intensity. What you got for this weekend's matchup with the Badgers?
I want to see the defense. I'm more so worried about the defense. I want to see the defense.
Yeah.
And I want to see the offensive line. I want to see because the offensive line, of course. Yeah, I want to see how the pass was. I mean, I would say the running offensive line is pretty good. I would say that. I can't wait to see Jam back, to see Jam and Kevin Riley, both of them together. It's going to be a dangerous combination.
Well, I don't know. I don't know if you missed it, but you see, Jam is out this weekend. So the guys, Jam's out, and so is TK. So those guys will be out this weekend. That was according to Nakos of On 3. So that was news that just came in. You might have just missed that, but anyways, you'll get to see that at some point. So give me a final score prediction, Jay.
I don't have a score prediction. I will say this. We will score. We will score over 40 points. It's not for this. We'll score over 40 points.
I like that.
But I don't want to score for this.
I like that. Okay. All right, man. Well, thanks for the call, Jay. I appreciate it, man. Keep calling in, and always good vibes when you call in, bro. So I appreciate it.
Have a good day, Cal. Love you, Cal.
Love you too, bro.
God is the greatest.
Take it easy. All right. Yeah, God is the greatest. All right. 737. Let's do it. Hey, thanks for calling in. Who am I on line with, and where are you calling in from?
Good morning, Kyle. This is Mike in Austin.
Perfect timing, Mike. All right. I want to play a game with you, Mike. I want to play a game with you. Remember, man, you know what's crazy? Remember that movie Saw when it came out? That was a crazy movie. I don't know why that just came to me. And I'm not like a scary movie type person, but that's kind of reminded what I said. And then someone inside the com box said Red Robin. Remember the commercial, Mike? Red Robin.
Yes, I do. Yes.
All right. Okay, Mike. Let's do. I gotta get this right. This sleeper ad right. Okay. So, get $100 deposit, match up to $100, and use the promo code, which is an updated promo code of tailgate. All right. We join the tailgate. We kick it here. The promo code is tailgate, and get 100% match and up to $100. Okay. So, Mike, I have to ask you: does Dylan Jones, the running back against Alabama, does he run for more or less than 37 yards? More or less?
Well, 37's a real low number, Kyle. So I'll just go ahead and play the average and just say he'll get a little more than 37.
So more than 37. Okay.
I say more than 37 because that's such a low number. Now, if it was 57, I'd say probably not.
Okay.
So 37, honestly, that's just like one decent lucky run into the game, you know. So I would say he's going to go over 37 yards, just playing the percentages. But it's really tough to call, man. But because I think Wisconsin is going to be missing their star hiker, the center, I think it is. I think their center's injured, which is a major blow for them. So
Yes.
with that being said, but still, it's such a low number, man. There's a good chance Bama holds them below 37. But if Wisconsin has to and they have an unknown quarterback, their backup quarterback, is going to be playing. So if he cannot find any kind of throwing rhythm, then they're going to have to run it, and a good chance they're going to get over 37. But I say that's such a low number, dude, that I'm going to go with that over 37 for their running back.
Okay, how about this? We'll finish this up real quick. We got Ty Simpson. Do you think he'll throw for more than 2 touchdowns?
Yes.
I think so, too.
I think the dude last week he looked like a superstar, and he looked like the real Arch Manning last week. So I'm gonna say yes, man. I'm gonna say he's gonna definitely do that. So
okay, so Mike has it so far. More for Dylan Jones, more for Ty Simpson. How about Jeremy Bernard? More than 66 yards receiving?
Absolutely,
100%, 100%.
The guy. Yes, that I'd say yes on that one. And I would say that, Ryan Williams, I'd say eventually he's going to find his rhythm. I know he's also had some struggles lately.
Yeah.
But I think he's going to bust back onto the scene gangbusters, because I still think he's one of the best receivers in football, because we just got to remember what he did, them amazing plays after the yardage, after yards, after the catches that he had. So I still think he's an excellent player. So I say he will get his catches, and he'll get it going again. And apparently Jerry Bernard, apparently he's a great player as well. So I'd say yes on that. And, Kyle, to continue on that, Bama last week found their rhythm, man. They played a near-perfect game last week. So I say that carries over in Tuscaloosa, and we continue to play a good game. And everybody gets their stats. I say yes. I even go and say Austin Mack and Keelan Russell. They get 2 touchdowns too. So it's but yes, man, absolutely. But like I said, as far as the 37 yards for the running back, Wisconsin, that's just such a hard call. That's such a low number. If I was a betting man, which I'm not, but if I was a betting man, I would say he'd get more than that. Just simply playing the percentages.
All right, and make a score prediction before we move to our next caller.
Okay, I'm going to go with the spread. Apparently the spread's 21, so I'm going to go ahead and say Bama 38, Wisconsin 17. That's what I'm going to say. I'm going to go ahead and say right with the spread. But, Kyle, here's where I am with this Bama team, man. We've had so many ups and downs lately. We've had so many gut punches lately. As soon as we think we get it going, we hit bottom again. So, honestly, where I'm at with the Crimson Tide, dudes, I've been following the Crimson Tide since the Bear Bryant days. I've been around a long time on this world, Kyle. I'm not going to take anything for granted, man. And just like before the dumb Florida State game, I gave you my prediction 2-0 because I just wanted to win the game. And we see what played out, right? So I'm assuming no victories. I'm assuming nothing. I just want to see what the team's going to bring to the table. Now, I know what we got, and I know what we had last year, but it's been so up and down, but I do think in this game that we kind of found a rhythm. We're extremely PO'd about what happened to Florida State, and that's a whole different subject, man. Just real quick, dude, when a good team, like apparently I think Florida State's probably a little underrated, probably a little better than their 2-win season last year, definitely. When a good team, like Florida, apparently they're a good team, they put it to us. When they play their best game, no matter who it is, man, it can be when they play their best game at home, it's going to be very hard to beat them. And I think that's just why. And it was a first week game again for Alabama. So I think we stumbled. Well, I know we stumbled, but I think they just played an excellent game and they straight up beat us. But with that being said, dude, like I mentioned earlier, I'm taking nothing for granted. I'm assuming no victories. I just want to see it after the game. But I do think the momentum's going to carry over from last week, like we said. But one thing real quick, I'll let you go in a second. One thing, I live in Austin, right? I'm around these Texas Longhorn fans. Dude, Texas Longhorns are the most overrated boring team in college football. Like, for instance, they're sitting out the entire month of September. They're playing 3 weak high school teams back to back. Then they take a week off before Georgia. They've lost 3 of their last 6 games. Are still in the top 10. The most Arch Manning apparently is underachieving. We got the real Arch Manning at our school. It's like, dude, they are the most boring, overrated posers in college football, Texas Longhorns. That's my one man's opinion. But Kyle, always good to talk to you.
All right, bro.
Bama Nation, stay strong, stay focused. It's a long, long season, so we'll see what plays out. Everybody, good luck, God bless, and roll tide.
All right, take it easy, man. Thank you so much for the call, Mike in Austin. 205, I'll get to you next. Call line is open. I'll put that. Where did that go? How come the call line number's gone? 205-850-1994. I guess I moved it because of the sleeper ad. But anyways, when you play sleeper, when you download it, right, you can play more or less. You can make picks, just like we were talking about. So we got Dylan Jones more than Mike said more. I said less. I think without their center, without their starting quarterback, I think they're going to be in trouble on offense. I'm going to say more for Ty Simpson. I think he has 3 touchdowns. And then Jeremy Bernard, this is super easy down here at the bottom of the screen. With more than 60. This is easy. So these two are easy, and then it comes down to Dylan Jones. So it's up to the Alabama defense. Get a $100 deposit match up to $100. Use the promo code, which is tailgate. It's our updated promo code. So please do that. All right, let's go to the phone lines. We got another call. It's up from a 205. Hey, thanks for calling in. You're on the line with Kyle Henderson. Who am I on the line with, and where are you calling in from?
Hey, Kyle.
Toby. All right, Toby has called in. Toby from Leeds. Welcome to the show, Toby. How you doing, buddy?
All right.
Okay.
Roll Tide.
Roll Tide, Toby. Can you give me a score prediction, Toby?
56-13.
Toby has it 56. Did you say 13, Toby?
Yeah.
Okay, Toby has it 56-13. All right, Toby with the call. I appreciate it. Toby, can you give everybody inside the comment box a big Roll Tide?
Roll Tide.
All right, good call, Toby. Hey, can everyone inside the comment box please give Toby a Roll Tide? That would make his day. It'd make mine too. So Toby has it 56-13. All right. So that is my score prediction, man, is I think I have it at the beginning of the screen. 42-3. That's what I have. Alabama beating the Badgers by. All right. Good call, man. Toby coming with the end of the show hit for the big score prediction. Yo, Toby's feeling it. All right. Toby's he is the biggest fan. Period. All right. Period. All right, fam. Well, I hope that you guys had an amazing show today. I know I did. Thank you so much for joining me every day live at 10 a.m. or as news happens right here on Bama Football on YouTube. Please be sure and support our sponsor, who is Sleeper. And I appreciate all the sleeper chats, the super chats. And if you want to send like a tip, that would be greatly appreciated. Bama _YouTube, Cash App, Bama YouTube. And just thanks for your support. So please turn on the notifications too on the videos, because there's a lot of videos going out right here on Bama Football on YouTube. All right. So I appreciate it. News as it happens. Thanks for kicking it with me right here on Bama Football on YouTube. Coming to you from beautiful Tuscaloosa, Alabama on Friday, September 12th. Kyle Henderson of Bama Football on YouTube. Roll damn Tide. Have a great Friday, and I'll see you soon right here on Bama Football.